Hey everybody, this is Janet and Charlie, and we're gonna be busy today. Charlie's gonna be busy in the kitchen, and I'm gonna be busy outside. I gave him his chores, his list of chores. He's gonna cook us a big mess of beans, and he's gonna cut up the last half of watermelon that we've that we've got in the refrigerator. And while he's doing that, I'm taking my tools outside. I've kind of let things go out there, and it's a mess along the berry patches and the flower beds and some of our bushes out there. They're a mess, so I need to get out there and see what I can do. So while I'm out there, he's going to be in here slaving, right, honey?
Oh yeah, I'll be very tired.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to put this on pause and go outside and show you the mess I've got to contend with. Okay, I think the first thing I'm going to do is, this is a butterfly bush, and all the old bush is dead. We had a hard winter, and it all died. Now you see we've got lots of new coming up, but I need to cut out all this dead, so I'm going to get to work on that. Okay, I'm back. I had to use my big loppers for most of this. You see all this stuff? I was hoping that butterfly bushes, they green really late in spring, in early summer. I was hoping that these weren't dead, but they were. But fortunately, we've got new coming up. And I had to cut out a whole bunch. And while I was at it, I cut some off of our lilac bush here. I don't know why, but my lilac bush is dying. I hate that. But there's some more up there that needs cut that I can't reach. I'll have to get my son to do that. And some of these big ones down here, he'll have to, get something more sturdy to cut those off with. So I like lilac bushes because my grandma had one in her yard. So I've got another one too, and it's not in very good health either. They must not last for a long time. I don't know. But anyway, I've got this done, and later on I'll gather all this up and we'll put it over there to the burn pile. So now I'm going to go, I've got some dead berries here. I need to cut them out. I used to have 2 huge rows of berries, and oh my gosh, they did good for so long. I mean, I just had tons and tons and tons of berries. But they got old too, and I just don't have very many now. And so I'm going to get my loppers and cut these dead ones out, and then I'll go down there to the other berry patch. Okay, I got the big dead blackberry vines out, and I've cleaned up around the berries a little. I had to go and get me the big snippers to cut the grass around them. You can't really do it with the lawnmower with the weed eater very good because you cut the berries down in the meantime. And I also got me a Gatorade Zero. And I'm gonna get in the shade. And down here, I'm gonna probably have to use the snippers to get a lot of this. We'll pull them by hands and snippers to get a lot of these weeds out of the berries down there. And in the meantime, I come back out and I notice, seems like I'm always getting nicks on my legs, but I don't know how I get them, but they just show up. And right there is a gooseberry bush. I kind of covered that up this morning because I noticed they're getting ripe. And so I covered them up so we'll have some to eat. Now I'm going to put this on pause again and see if I can do anything down here with this mess of blackberries. Okay, I'm back. I've done a lot of cutting and pulling and raking. There's a lot of stuff that came from there. And I don't know, maybe this evening I'll get the push mower out and do a little bit more around it. But I got tried to get all the stuff that was real close to the berries. And meantime, I noticed there's a butterfly under this net. A pretty pretty black butterfly. Maybe I'll try to let him out before I go back up. This is over my gooseberries. There he is. He's just in there trying his best to flutter about. I'll get him out. Okay, I got the butterfly out. Now I'm under the shade tree here, and I just noticed something up here. We've been having trouble with this bird house. The lid's been coming down on it, and we've been keep putting it back up, and my son even tightened the latch so it wouldn't happen again. I don't know how that's happened, but I noticed down here on the ground, and there's a little egg there. So I don't know how that happened. I don't know if it's the big birds coming and doing it somehow or what, but we're going to have to fix that again. I hate that. So, okay. Yeah, I'm under the shade. I'm going to go see how Charlie's doing with his beans and his watermelon. And here's some of my grapes I'll show you. I think we'll have enough to make some jelly this year. Now, these grapes are very old. Well, the old ones are done died. You see that great big stalk here? That's a dead one. And new ones came up. So we let the new ones, these are the new ones that have came up. Those other ones, I tell you, they were, I don't know. I'd say at least, well, 30-some years old, I'd say. And they finally died on us. But we let the new ones come up. And there's going to be quite a few grapes on them this year. I'm very glad, because I like to make my grape jelly. So I'm going to go up to the house. I'm going to take a shower and make sure I don't have any ticks on me. I got bit by one of those deer ticks last year and had to take antibiotics, and I don't want that to happen again. They're so tiny you can't see them. So there's a lot more to do out here, but I'm not going to do no more right now because it's just too hot. Summer has finally hit. So that's what we're doing today, and trying to catch up on a few things. And I'm going to put some links here, links down below. I'll put links to where Charlie has made beans before, because we've already videoed that, and maybe some well, a few other links that has something to do with this video, so you can go look at them if you haven't seen them before. So I'm signing off now. Janet Smarter, Country Living.